Friends, welcome back. And today we are going to discussing about a very new topic, that is Cucumber framework with the Playwright using TypeScript and JavaScript. Okay, in this session I'm going to show you a TypeScript. The same configuration you can use for JavaScript as well. Nothing different. Every step and everything is same. Okay, don't worry about it. Okay, you can try it. In case if you are facing any issue, you can comment on my. Okay, and here is basically why Cucumber framework, because Cucumber framework is a Git language, right? Means user understandable format. We can, like, anybody can able to understand what type of testing we are going to do. Market most of the software programming languages supporting for Cucumber framework. It is basically given and when and then. The simple language, what you want and what you are going to verifying, what you are going to providing that particular test case. And basically it's a scenario, and a scenario you are going to specify what type of scenario you are going to do in this particular test case. Okay, each scenario is a representation of your test case. A future file, we are going to create every file by using for future. This is basically a set of test case scenario. Future file completely is basically a future is basically a set of, like, that complete story. Inside the story we are going to create that particular story n number of test cases. It will support n number of test cases. In a single file we can create n number of scenarios. Each scenario is representing a test case. Okay, and how we can able to configure and how we can able to implement. First of all, we need to first step we need to create one folder in any section. I have created here. This is a Playwright Cucumber file. Okay, this file we need to keep it here. We need to open Playwright underscore. Okay, and before that, I'm not going to show you some couple of things. Okay, and prerequisites you have to install in Node.js and VS Code. These two is mandatory to install in your local. Okay, and how to install and everything I explained in my previous playlist, that is Playwright with the TypeScript and JavaScript. And there you can able to see how we can able to install Node.js and also how we can able to install for VS Code. Both the things you can able to see there. Okay, and here once you come to the here and we need to open a new terminal. Okay, this is the second step. First step is, what are the first steps we need to do? Stepwise, if you see, right, first step we need to create a new folder. Okay, then step 2, and we need to install required softwares. Okay, and step 3, and install Playwright. Okay, now we are going to start for third step, and that is installing for Playwright, and then we'll see for Cucumber framework installation. And if you go for Playwright dev, and if you go to click the documentation, and the first step you can able to see here, npm init playwright playtest. Okay, copy this one and go to this particular terminal and paste that command and enter. Okay, it will start execution, and here we need to choose for TypeScript or JavaScript. TypeScript is by default, and you can choose for JavaScript as well. Okay, and next time whenever you are going to set up it, choose for JavaScript. Okay, same setup, it will work for JavaScript as well. Okay, nothing changes. You can create for if you want. 1 minute, doctor is calling. Sorry, and create for test, and here you can enter again, and here you can enter and enter. Now it will start for creating your project and installing for complete play playwright. Okay, Notion is now it is downloading for browser configs. Okay, everything is done. Okay, just I'm clearing this one, and now you can see there is a configuration file is there, right? We need to click this one and delete it. Okay, not required. Delete this file. Okay, playwright dot config dot js file. Okay, that we deleted, and folder test underscore examples and test folder all we clear. Okay, now we need to create our own structured things. Okay, and now we need to use for here src. One is a folder. Okay, inside the folder we are going to create for our test folder. In this test folder we can able to create for two folders. One is features and the another one is steps. Okay, now first is a features, and then again second is steps. Okay, these are the two folders inside the test. Now after this what we need to do, we need to we cleared everything. Now we need to step 4, we need to use the add cucumber plugin where we can able to add. We go to here and there is a plugin section, there is a extensions. Okay, this is the extension, click for extension and here you can search for cucumber. Okay, it will by default it is couple of things it will show you like this. Okay, and I'm choosing for this is the cucumber version. Okay, and if you want anything you can able to choose any of this. Okay, but I'm choosing this one because it is easy for me to do it, and also they are provided some couple of documentation section how it is going and everything. And in case if you choose this one, right, it will not like this also work as expected. Only one thing, like if you click for control and that particular step, it will not navigate into that particular location. There is only that drawback is there, but otherwise this also work as expected. And here we need to use, like you can able to click for that particular step, control and that particular step, and then automatically it will navigate into that location, and also it will provide for some set of steps also. Okay, and I have installed already. If you are, you can see here there is installation button, and click on install. Like here it is showing install, right? Similar format you will see in the first step. Click on install it. Okay, once you install, automatically it will install into your local. Okay, once it is completed. Okay, once it is completed, then we need to do for some couple of things. What we can do was, first we need to install for cucumber plugin. How we can able to install the cucumber plugin? There is a command is there. 1 minute. This is npm. I'll copy this one and I'll paste it here. Step by step install cucumber. This is the command. Npm space hyphen space at the rate cucumber slash cucumber hyphen d. Okay, enter. Once you start the enter, then automatically we start for installation of the cucumber framework. Okay, it is by default it will detect for latest version of uh, cucumber. Okay, once it is done, then we need to use for another command, that is the next one is we need to install npm space hyphen space ts hyphen node space hyphen d. This is basically a TypeScript node type. Okay, we can use this one and enter. Now we are able to install both the cases. Okay, And here once we done installation, now we need to create one file that is called cucumber.json file, and there we need to use for this particular one. Okay, cucumber.json file. This is a folder name. Okay, and this is basically in a root location we need to create. For this, we need there is space, right? In this space, you can take the right click and choose for folder and provide that cucumber.json folder name. Okay, then copy this entire things. Now I'm copying. You can pass my video and provide it. Okay, and here basically default section, and here test. This I will explain you. Okay, just keep it right now. I'll show you. And once we done this particular one, and after that we need to running purpose in the inside the package.json location, we need to copy this, the script location, enter, paste it. Basically by using for cucumber.js space test, we are using that and we are going to run our scripts. Okay, and here in the future file location, and if you create anything by using dot future. Okay, and I'll create for login dot a future. This is my future, and you can see I'm able to create for my future here. Okay, and this particular feature for reading purpose we need to create here, because previously what will happen, playwright.config.js file, it will by default it will take the test folder, right? Now we remove that. We need to overriding purpose, we are used for default cucumber.json file. Okay, how we can able to take the path, you can right click and copy the relative path and paste it here. Okay, you can see here like this, or you can keep it like this also, no issues. Okay, then you can need to keep it like this. Then use for star dot future. Okay, this will read inside this particular folder what all the futures are presented, that all the things it will read. Okay, in case if you want to execute only a specific file, then you can remove the star and specify your file. You can able to provide for n number of array format of things, because it will take as an array. And publishing case, in case if you have any quotations, those things you don't want, then you can able to use it through. And write run is basically if you make the true means, you will not see for the execution. It will stop the execution and you will see that any steps are missing and all, it will provide it. Okay, and request steps, inside the request step what all the fold files are presented, those all the files it will go and read it here. Okay, and this is basically a required model is basically ts node, because we need to run from the command line to read that every step. Okay, and now this is all about for setup. Okay, now we are going to see for now how we can able to start our simple example. Okay, we'll see for how to implement the step definition file and everything, and next video session I will show you how to implement the step definition file with the proper way, and also parameterization of the definition, how we can able to use these two concepts. I will explain the next video session. Okay, and here first step is future. Okay, and colon, and you can provide for here future name is login page validation. Now then scenario, what is my scenario? Only for login with the valid user name and password. Okay, and what is the given? And the given is basically my step is basically uh, provide valid URL. Okay, and then when provide valid username and username as admin, or else we can see username and password. We'll see for the later that particular one. Then uh, click on login button. Okay, and then and verify login is success. Okay. Now if you see, if you mouse over, now it is showing that your undefined step provided valid. Okay. Means it is not able to understanding undefined one, but still we can able to go and see for npm run test. This is my command to run it. Once we run it, because we don't have step definition file created right now. Now it is given for some steps, and also it is shown that 1 and 4 steps are missed. Okay. Now I'm copying this entire concept, coming to here, login steps dot ps file. Okay, I'm pasting here. Okay, and then I'm removing here unwanted things we can remove. Okay, and here the last one is basically and, right, and we need to use the and, then come back, and here the top we need to import, right, because without import we can't able to export this all the things. Import a given, a when, a then, and the final is and from cucumber. Okay, this is the command we need to use, and we can able to do it. Okay, isn't verifying case we can remove. I'll show you next video session onward. Up to then we can take it. Okay, and we can remove this as well. Console.log, and here is a given when then. Okay, 3 sections, and again I'll take for my new terminal, and we can execute one more time whether we can able to run or not. If it is executing as expected, then we can see our given, when, then are passed. Okay, this is the first case. And in case if you are not able to run, in case if you are not able to run properly after setting everything, even cucumber steps and everything, future and everything which made it, but still if you are not able to run it, then how you can able to solve it? Okay, problem solving. Now here you can click in any file, no issues. Control and dot, control and comma, control and comma. Okay, once you make the comma, then you can able to see this particular step. Okay, in this particular page, and here you can able to see there are some setups will be comes, and you need to cucumber you need to enter in the search box. Once you make the search box cucumber, then you can able to see there is a edit in settings.jsn. Okay, this you need to click in case if you are not able to run after all the setup also. Okay, click it here, and it will comes to in this location. I have already set up this one, and in case you are not, or in case you are the first, right, first time you are going to set up, that moment you will see this particular things, and you need to use for this one, which is we are used already in a cucumber setup location, this path. Okay, and this required one, this two path, you have to keep it here. Okay, once you keep it, and automatically it will read the particular files and it will use you. I have already done, and in your case you are the first time, right, maybe you will not able to see for the execution. Okay, that moment you can able to use this one. You need to use for any file, you need to any file location, control and comma, automatically it comes to here, and you need to search as a cucumber. Once you search as Cucumber, you can see the edit in settings.json. Automatically it will comes, okay, and you need to comes to click, and then it will come back to in this particular file, and here you have to keep it for this particular parts, okay, cucumber.glow, and in this glow it will the steps you have to keep it, and here you need to keep the future. Once it is done, just close it, okay. Then after that again you have can run automatically, it will pick and it will run your scenario. This is all about for Cucumber basic and setup in Cucumber and running our Cucumber file. Okay, we'll see in the next video session how we can able to implement our step definition file. Okay, how we can able to implement, and those things we can see in the later video session. Thank you for watching, and please do subscribe and share to your friends and colleagues. Thank you.